Okay.
And smile. Good afternoon, everyone. Happy Tuesday. Is it Tuesday, Heather?
It is.
It is Tuesday. Okay. Welcome, everybody. You guys know me. I am Nancy Quinn of Profit Insiders Coaching, business coach and body language trainer to you guys, interior designers. And I'm here with one of our new sponsors from the Designers Collaborative. So right now, I'm going to go over to my Instagram screen, and so is Heather, and press go live in the top right-hand corner of her Instagram window, because it's her first time, and we're teaching her how to do this so that she can spread the word far and wide. So welcome, Heather.
Hi. Thank you so much for having me back.
You're welcome. Happy to have you as a sponsor again. So Heather runs a company called the Designers Collaborative. And if you guys don't know about it, you need to be listening in. So Heather, tell everyone a little bit about the Designers Collaborative. And then we're going to talk about how all designers can increase their profit with smarter sourcing, which is what you are all about.
Thank you. Yes. Okay. So we celebrated our 9-year anniversary this fall. And I think that's it's an important part of, like, this is established. It's been around for a while. Like, this is no fly by night kind of thing. And I started the Designers Collaborative 9 years ago because I needed it for myself as an interior designer. It was impossible to make money with the internet, just pricing you out with free shipping and all these things that your clients can see. It kind of the major explosion that happened was an ideal client that should have been amazing suddenly shopped me online, and I not only lost the sale of the chandelier, it was the entire project of trust and losing that whole client and all the referrals that could have been, and the professional photography that didn't happen, and all of these things. It was such a hard learning experience. I created the Designers Collaborative to figure out how to buy things better so that I didn't have that happen again. So in a nutshell, it's a buying group. It's a buying collective with over 500 different members all across the US and even a couple in Canada. We have a list that's longer than anybody's. It's well over 300 different vendors. And the power of it is that you're buying at the best pricing, usually called stocking dealers. Sometimes they have their unique name. But the best price allows you to then compete with the internet. So you can offer your client a good price that they're going to see on the internet or at a store, but you're still making good profit and they're still getting a good price. Yes. So it turns out to be a win-win in the end.
Yeah, because if you can, you know what I teach, you keep your prices at or under retail. For a designer's clients, try to keep your prices at or under retail when you can. And sometimes that's hard to do with the way they're currently sourcing, or some of them are still buying retail and adding 10, 20%. And I'm always like, no. But when you get involved with the Designers Collaborative, you're buying from other people's accounts, right? Yep. That have stocking dealer prices.
Yes, it's very hard to establish those accounts. So out of 500 members, we only have 70 different account holders. So a lot of those account holders, have 5 or 10 accounts that they share with us. And they're accounts that, they believe in, that they've purchased from for years. And so when they reach a good price point, they offer it to our group. And so we vet everyone that joins to start off with, and then we kind of vet a little bit of the account holder too, to make sure everything seems good with their pricing and everything.
It's amazing to me. I remember when you first called me about this idea, and I had, I don't know if you remember, but there was a buying group on Long Island, which is where I used to live in New York.
Oh, yeah.
And it was a local, and these ladies over the years were buying, helping each other keep the minimums to get the greatest discounts. And then they eventually opened up a showroom for other designers, right? So anyone who's listening live or on replay, understand that these buying groups have existed forever. Yeah. What Heather did is just formalize it so that more people could have access to it. So the account holders actually maintain their minimums they need to maintain the highest level of discount. Also, sometimes this helps them. But more than anything,
that's a huge reason why an account holder becomes an account holder, because for Century Furniture, Love Century, the you have to do $50,000 worth of purchasing through them to keep your stocking dealer discount every year.
Wow.
That's a lot for a solo entrepreneur or even a small firm, even a larger firm sometimes, because you want creative freedom. You don't want to necessarily buy everything from there. You might want to source from like 10, 12 different vendors for any given room. So having the creative freedom and the best pricing, and then also meeting that yearly minimum is very hard to do unless you're part of the designers collaborative, because our list is so long. You have all that creative freedom. It's always the best price. The account holder who's doing the ordering for you, whether it be samples, the order itself, dealing with any, God forbid, damage that happens, they want your sale to keep their numbers up for the year. And we've even reached unlocked better pricing because of the buying power. Like the sales rep will say, you're doing so well, we're giving you another 10% on top of what we did before. So
That's amazing.
yeah, it's a beautiful thing. It's all working together. And like you said, like it started off with 5 people in my dining room. And
Yeah.
I originally wanted to become part of a different buying group, but they wouldn't let me in. So one of my, yeah, it's,
That is funny, isn't it, now looking back?
yeah. So everyone has to know each other in these closed clicky ones, where I didn't want that. I wanted it to be open to anybody who, is a professional interior designer. So I do vet everyone. It's not like anybody can walk in, but it's not like, I need to know everyone and have known you forever in order for you to join, because it's very limiting.
Yes.
So
Yes.
yeah.
So I remember one of my profit insiders came to, it was probably only the third session that I had of the group. And I had introduced the Designers Collaborative to them in order to help them increase their profit. She had just gotten a new client. She had gotten through the design. She was like 3/4 of the way through the design phase. She switched over to looking at the sourcing at the Designers Collaborative. She came back to the next session and she goes, I have something to say to everybody in this group. And I was like, oh no. And she's like, I made back the full year of coaching by using the Designers Collaborative just for lighting on one job.
Wow. Yeah.
And I was like, what? I mean, it was a big job and it was a
Yeah.
big lighting order, but lighting alone
Yeah.
paid the amount of money that paid for her entire year of coaching with me, that got all the rest of her business in order. Like,
Yeah,
it's amazing.
because you don't realize as an interior designer how many different tiers there are. The designer's discount that you get opening your own account, going direct, that's great, but it's not as good as what you can do when you're doing volume bulk type purchasing.
Yes.
So I remember I did just an office of wallpaper from Tebow, and the profit there was well over $500. And that's just the wallpaper in the room. I have like fun sort of like dissecting a project after I'm done with it to figure out what the profits are. And I did a family room one time. So it was what the client paid, what my cost was, and the profit that I make. And this is the exciting part, that even when things are difficult because of tariffs and all the other stuff, right? Like, this is a hard job. And the win can be knocked out of your sales pretty easily on a regular basis. So going back to like, okay, but let's look at all the profit that I made. This was worth all of that because of that.
Yes.
It kind of, it's gratifying and keeps you going when the times are hard. So,
definitely.
yeah.
Listen, I always say to somebody when they come to my camera and they say, I just don't know if I want to be a designer anymore. And I'll be like, okay, why? It's really mostly because of difficult clients and not enough money to justify it. So I always say, like, if we raised your prices and you actually got it on a consistent basis, which is what we do, we teach you how to do that. Would you hate your job so much if you actually made $100,000 by the end of the year, right? And how do you do that without knowing how to source really well so that you're making a profit from every product you sell, as opposed to just a design fee and project management fee.
Yeah.
There's another whole category everybody
Completely.
should be getting.
It can be soul sucking if you're not making that profit, because you're dealing, like, why not just go, to the bagel store down the street and work there, And a lot of people are very much feeling burnt out after COVID and now tariffs, and just the job in general is just difficult. So if you're not making good profit, boy, it'll wear you out. But
Yes.
you are, it fuels you, you keep going, and yeah.
And so we know we can talk about this on future lives, but you have a monthly fee, and there's a fee for the person managing the account that you're purchasing from. When you're the designer purchasing through the Designers Collaborative, you have to pay the Designers Collaborative to manage this whole process, which is not easy. As you can hear, there's a lot of moving parts. Plus, you're paying a small percentage to the person whose account it is for them placing the order, doing all those details, getting you your samples, things like that. Does that really matter so much with the amount of profits people are making with the discount they're getting?
It's peanuts. To join, it's a yearly fee of $659.
Okay.
That's nothing compared to how much money you're going to make buying, anything. I mean, one layer of just upholstery, you're going to make for this one. I have my chart.
Oh, good. Okay. Love charts.
So just the layer of upholstery for this family room, just the profit alone, including the freight and all the fees and everything, $4,841.40. That's
a profit you made.
That's the profit I made on only the upholstery. Then all the case goods. So the coffee table, the end table, consoles, $2,300 and change. Just the lighting. And it wasn't that huge of a room. We did a chandelier and a couple lighting pieces here and there. Over $1,700. The florals and accessories, like that next layer of things that you do, it was close to $900. So the total for just my profit at the end of everything, including all the delivery, was close to $10,000, $9,817 for one room.
So you got your design fee, you got your project management fee, and you got $10,000 profit.
Right. This didn't even include the window treatments, which we also did, and we did really nice, expensive everything, because I love window treatments.
Oh, do you?
I do. I know I'm unusual. Like, a lot of people are like, oh, I don't know, but yeah, I love.
Yeah, I have a client who loves window treatments, and that's her specialty too. So it's amazing. So, okay, so buying from the Designers Collaborative, there's a entry fee in. There's a small percentage that goes to the person ordering, but the profit you make on product is not going to be surpassed at all.
Yeah, the discount level is huge. The amount that you pay to the account holder is 11%, and they're the only ones making money on all of the things that you purchase. The Designers Collaborative, I do not make money on any of your purchases. You can join and not purchase a thing, or you can purchase like a gazillion dollars a year in product. It
doesn't change how much they pay you.
No, not at all. I won't even know because I'm not the one taking all of the orders. I have accounts that I offer, but that's all I know basically is those. And so 11% is kind of the bare minimum to get that person to do all those things for you. And these are fellow designers that are running businesses who totally understand, what goes on on a job and what it's like to deal with the client. So,
and it's 11% of the wholesale cost that they're
exactly the stocking dealer cost, or the lowest price of whatever it is that they call it. Sometimes they do call it wholesale. Sometimes they call it sapphire. They call it all different things. But yeah.
So I think one of the things that is a benefit, besides the money of of joining the collaborative, is your Facebook group too. For those who join, they have a very helpful Facebook group. I mean, my Facebook group is very helpful, but when it comes to sourcing and being part of the collaborative, they can really lean on each other to ask questions. Where should I get this? Who should I go to? Right? How does that work out?
Oh, it's such a great community. Everybody has their own set of knowledge that I don't have. Like, I don't know anything about kitchens, but somebody says, hey, this guy installed the tile like this. What do we think? and everybody gets back to them. I need to put something in my contract about tariffs. Does anyone have wording on that? So it's just really helpful on a lot of things. And when
Yes.
I see a certain question come up multiple times, I figured that's a tool that I need to create. So I create
Yes.
these digital tools for everybody in our group that are really special. One of them is who really makes it? Because that's a question we get asked probably more than anything. You know, the client gets the restoration hardware catalog in the mail and they show this to you like, this is what I want.
Yes.
But they're not the one that makes that. They source from people that we source from. So who can we buy
Interesting.
it from and still get it?
So
But
who makes restoration hardware? Don't tell me live. Tell me a company. I'm so
there's a
curious.
few. Their upholstery is probably one of three. Their case goods is like one of four. You know, their lighting might be like these different companies. So we figure it
Interesting.
out through the power of all of us, you know, knowing things,
Yeah.
and made a spreadsheet with it on there. And we're constantly adding to it because, you know, everybody wants to know that stuff.
Oh my God, everybody wants to know that stuff. Maybe we can do one of those lives one day. You let me know. I'd love to know that. So
Who really makes it?
who
Yeah,
really makes it? That's a great live. I think we should do that. So, all right. So anything else they need to know about the Designers Collaborative besides they should all be going over and joining as soon as they have an account that they have to buy stuff for?
yes. If you're
Period.
sourcing anything for your client and that you're not, I mean, are you finishing the job if you're not sourcing for them?
Right.
I mean, I don't think so, but you know, this is my thing. Another thing I'm going to say is that we do all kinds of special stuff for our clients on top of like the Facebook group and the community and the digital tools. We are going to a Made in America tour. It's in Pennsylvania, the Lancaster County. It's Amish and Mennonite furniture builders. They do
Nice.
this trade show every year, and it's nobody knows about it because they're Amish and Mennonite. So
So they don't market themselves.
yeah, but since I've purchased from them for many years, I know about this, and I've been going for many years. So, you know, last year was the first year that I invited our members to join, and we stayed at a hotel. You know, we had lovely meals. We did the trade show. We did a factory tour of seeing how furniture is made the next day. We did other tours and other things that were really fun. So if you are interested in that, there's only like 10 spots available, but that's another member benefit that you get if you want to sign up for it. It is a separate cost. It's not like included in your membership.
Right.
But yeah, we do all kinds of fun stuff that I think educates and up levels your knowledge base because you can talk to the client easier when you know more about the furniture and how it's made
Definitely. And
and
I
all
think
of
that's a
that.
huge benefit to
Yeah.
understanding where things are made, how they're made. That is what distinguishes a designer from just a layperson who has good taste,
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
right?
Exactly.
So,
That expert level. And I will be going to Las Vegas. So if anyone is going to market, yes.
well,
Oh,
you're going to Vegas Market. No, I'm going to the IDS National Conference in September
oh,
in
okay. Yeah.
Vegas.
Yeah. I leave for market on Sunday. I come back on Wednesday. Hopefully the snow doesn't affect me. I don't know. We're gonna have to keep an eye on that. But if anyone is going to be at the Las Vegas market this coming week, please say hi. I will be at, you know, lots of the events that are happening. So
Awesome. All
yeah.
right. All right. So, Heather, tell everyone where to find the Designers Collaborative and what the first step is to join.
Okay. So our website has amazing information, including if you want to request the vendor list.
Oh,
So yeah, you can send me an email and I send you the vendor list. But the application is there as well. So it's just www.thedesignerscollaborative.com. And yeah, if you have any questions, you can schedule a call. We have the Calendly link. If you're like, but what
awesome.
about this?
Right.
Get it
You
on
can
there
get.
and we can answer those questions.
Okay, so it's easy, everybody. Go over to thedesignerscollaborative.com, click on the link, fill out an application to see whether you can even get in. It's exclusive a little bit. You have to be an official interior designer. So Heather's going to vet you,
Yes.
but it's a no-brainer. I have to tell you, it's something we recommend to our Profit Insider Academy students to join once they have a nice order, even one room, right? Join the Designers Collaborative. order through their system, see how you like it, talk to Heather if you have any problems, and make the most money you can make on the product you sell. Period. End of story. Right?
Yes.
Okay. All right, everyone. I'll see you next time. And thank you again, Heather.
Thank you.